Государственный гимн Республики Беларусь.
Eastern Europe, few expect anything else from Vicente Del Bosque's side. Unusual to get an international match where both captains are the goalkeepers, but that's what we have here. Belarus, by the way, have just one recognised striker in their squad due to injury, so all eyes will be on the Bate Borisov frontman, Vitaly Rodionov, who scored in Bate's recent historic Champions League victory over Bayern Munich. There's also a first cap for 20 months for Alexander Hleb. He also now plays for Bate Borisov, and of course did play in Spain for Barcelona for a season. As for Spain, well, they needed a goal from Roberto Soldado 4 minutes from time to see off Georgia in their last match. He's not involved tonight, neither is Fernando Torres, so it's Cesc Fabregas who'll play as the so-called false number 9. And interestingly, Sergio Busquets will play in central defence in the absence of the Barcelona duo Puyol and Piqué. 3 changes for Spain from that Georgia game. So, all-conquering Spain go in search of a 24th straight qualifying victory. They've won every qualifier for the European Championships and the World Cup, going back to September 2007. Even more impressively, they're unbeaten in 46 World Cup qualifiers, a run that goes back to March 1993, almost 20 years. So it's quite a big ask, you could say, for Belarus in the white to stop them. Spain starting the match third in Group I, after Finland and Georgia drew 1-1 earlier on. But the Spanish have played just one game so far, while second-placed Georgia have now played 3. First throw-in goes the way of Belarus, to be taken by Maxim Borachev. You can expect the men in red to dominate possession, as they always do. And here is Sergio Ramos. Fast approaching 100 caps now. This is his 96th. 3 other members of the starting 11 have over 100 caps, as David Silva makes a good run here. Lots of men in white back, but they can't stop the run. Oh, and it's ricocheted off the woodwork off Filipenko. A let-off for Belarus inside 90 seconds. Even though they had so many white shirts back, they couldn't stop the pass. They couldn't stop Fabregas getting on the end of the pass. And it's the interception from Filipenko which clattered against the frame of the goal. The goalkeeper, Varemko, didn't cover himself in glory there with his attempts to stop Fabregas. You could say that's set the tone. Ramos. Inside by Alba. Ramos again. Well, good pressure high up the field from Belarus. Now here's Jordi Alba. Belarus are currently ranked 87 in the FIFA World Rankings. Spain, of course, number 1. But, the coach Georgi Kondratiev has quite a task on his hands here, doesn't he? A man who spent 8 years here in this stadium as a player with Dynamo Minsk in the 80s. Possession cheaply squandered by Stanislav Dragun. Alba. Back by Pedro to Jordi Alba again. And this is Xavi. And now a chance for Volodko. Looking for Rodionov. It could be a long and lonely night up front for Vitaly Rodionov. They are playing 3 at the back, Belarus. They call it 3-4-3, but the 2 alongside Rodionov will drop very deep in this game. Xavi Hernandez with the ball forward. Oh, what a miss! The flag stayed down against David Silva. You would have expected him to bury it. Well, it's a perfectly timed run, a perfect pass from Xavi, and an awful finish from the Manchester City man. Spain should be 2 up here already. What an awful miss. Sometimes it can be too easy. Arbeloa with the ball inside. This is Alonso. It's Cazorla looking for Fabregas. Away by Filipenko. Well, Vicente Del Bosque, what a record he has as the coach of Spain since taking over in 2008. He has a win percentage of over 80%. 84.38% to be precise. 54 wins from 64 games in charge. Incredible. Alba. Two fullbacks for Spain are often seen rather cruelly as the weak links in this Spanish side. It hasn't done them too badly, has it? Winning the last 3 major international tournaments. This is Filipenko. Clearance by Varemko. And a long ball downfield towards Rodionov. Surrounded by 4 or 5 defenders is asking a lot. Busquets. Very much playing out of position. And I think Del Bosque feels it's a risk worth taking against such lowly opposition. With all due respect to the home side. Headed down by Igor Shitov. Five of the starting 11 for Belarus. Play for Bate Borisov. Phenomenal victory in the last Champions League match day over Bayern Munich, and a historic one. Embarrassing for last year's beaten finalists. Alonso. Alba taking the direct route. Pedro with the cross. That's where you would expect Belarus to deal with that. The height they have in central defence should be too much for the likes of Fabregas. Now there's no offside here as Rodionov breaks forward and the ball almost squeezed through to the 2 white shirts on rushing. That'll give Belarus a little bit of encouragement. Picked up by Pedro. Here's Cazorla. And Xavi again looking for that killer pass. Fabregas. Back by Arbeloa. Alonso. Xavi. Again, very nearly picking out Cesc Fabregas. Huge roar as the men in white get a touch in the opposition half. Rodionov. So few options for him. Has to go backwards. Forward by Tigorev. Offside, Fabregas. Still only 25 years of age, but already earning his 73rd cap for Spain tonight. And he's not someone that's automatically a starter under Del Bosque. Torres was an option for Del Bosque, but even though he's top scorer at Chelsea this season, still a long way from his best. As was that kick from Varemko. Giving possession away very cheaply to the Spaniards, something you just cannot afford to do. Alba. Cazorla. Made such a wonderful start to life in English football at Arsenal. Arbeloa. Silva. The right-backs continued his run, and Spain will get the corner. Taken short by Fabregas. Silva. On by Cazorla. Fabregas with the ball in, cleared by Martinovic. Silva. And again, Fabregas. Good ball in, and a save. A comfortable one for Veremko. Look how Spain have won possession back so quickly. Xabi to Cazorla. Xabi again. They're looking to grind Belarus down here with this incessant possession. Possession in dangerous areas as well. Pedro with the ball forward to Xabi. A little narrow here for Spain. Alba. Xabi, little flick, beautiful. He's continued his run, it's Alba. It's 1-0 Spain. It's been coming from the very first minute. And it's the left-back, Jordi Alba, who scores only his second goal for his country. But it was beautifully worked, as you'd expect. Well, it's a delightful pass from Xavi Hernandez, and Alba went round the goalkeeper, beat the man on the line who was Shitov. Vintage Spain, beautiful. And the flick there from Pedro made it so easy for Alba. Well, they held out for 12 minutes. Belarus surviving 3 scares along the way. This is already a very different Spanish performance from the one that we saw in Tbilisi last month. And Georgia's game plan was absolutely superb, and they pulled it off almost to perfection. It took 86 minutes for Spain to break them down. Here's the goal again. Look at the run from Alba, and look at that little flick there. Absolutely beautiful from Pedro. And Jordi Alba did the rest. Not able to keep it in this time, the goal scorer. Thirteenth cap, second goal for his country. No chances taken by Casillas. Straight out. Volodko given away to Fabregas. Now it's Xabi. And the offside flag is up this time against Pedro. That was a very high line that Belarus were playing. Look at that. Almost on the halfway line. He didn't really need to go so early, Pedro. It's so risky to play a high line like that against these small, mobile players. Xavi, so often the architect. Cazorla, Alba. Cazorla once more. Xavi, just looking to poke that through for David Silva. Again given away by Belarus. They can't live with this. Cazorla. Xavi. Alonso. Alba. That's electrifying, isn't it, from Spain? Eventually it breaks down. Well, the look on the coach's face says it all from Belarus's perspective. Could any side in the world live with this? Xabi. That was incredibly difficult ball he was attempting. Kleb. Back in the Belarus side, and a worthy addition. Plasconi. They just can't string three passes together, Belarus. Cazorla. Looking for the run of Pedro. Silva. Xabi. Alonso. Beautifully left up to Fabregas. Free kick. The dummies and the flips and the tricks, they're not showboating from this Spanish side. It really is to try and create. Ramos. Busquets. Silva. It's relentless. Alba. Goes down, referee plays on. Xabi. Always looking for the movement ahead of him. Nothing on this time, so he goes back to Busquets. Xabi Alonso. Ramos. Cazorla. Spots the run of Arbeloa far side. You've seen one full-back score. Fancies a piece of the action himself. Cazorla. Xabi. Just got the angle wrong. But he had continued his run, Arbeloa. Rodionov with the touch. Back to Kleb. Kleb to Shitov. Kleb once more. Spent the 2008-2009 season at the Camp Nou after leaving Arsenal. It was a short-lived stay at Barcelona. 31 now, Kleb. He has more caps for Belarus than anyone else in the squad. Arbeloa. Alonso. Just asking a lot of Cazorla. Belarus looking for a free kick. The referee plays on. Casillas, the all-time record appearance holder in Spain, cap number 141 here in Minsk tonight. Xavi not far behind. This is his 118th. Ramos. Well, that little layoff was from Fabregas, who's supposedly the false striker. That's just how fluid this formation is. Silva. People say, how can Spain play without a striker? Well, they're all strikers, aren't they? They can all play there. They can all finish. We've just seen the left back with a clinical finish. Given away by Igor Shitov. Pedro. Into Silva, just trying to find Fabregas. He picked up by Alvaro Arbeloa. Xabi. Silva. Lovely ball, brilliantly done by Pedro! Another sumptuous goal from Spain. Pedro this time, with his 5th for his country. They couldn't quite get to the 20-minute mark at 1-0 down, Belarus. It's another beautiful goal. What a pass that is from David Silva. And the finish from Pedro is delightful. Goalkeeper's done nothing wrong here. He's come out, spread himself, look at that dink. Lovely disguised ball from David Silva. Pedro knew what was coming. And he made it look so easy. Look at this finish. Belarus 0, Spain 2. Ramos. Alba. Shitov. First ever meeting between these two. Belarus have played 163 matches since independence from the Soviet Union back in 1992. This is the first ever match at this level against Spain. They have met at under-21 level. Cazorla. And again, Silva, Xabi, uses Arbeloa. Silva. Stopped by Tigorev, but fairly. Dragun. Ramos. Pedro. Alba, the two goal scorers combining down the left corner. Just past the midway point of the first half here in Minsk, where the temperature is 4 degrees and falling. Spain 2 up. Now have their second corner. Wasn't a great clearance from Shitov, but he's helped out by his goalkeeper, Varemko. It's the one time you wouldn't really expect Spain to produce anything, an in-swinging corner. All their players around the 5'6" mark, surrounded by giant Belarusian defenders. It's already looking very much like 24 qualifying wins in a row for Spain. Yes, they won all 10 of their qualifiers before the last World Cup. Of course, they went on to win in South Africa. The record in 2012 is played 13, won 11, drawn 2. Scored 32, conceded 3. That's before tonight. Silva. Xabi. Alba. Well, they're looking for handball there. The referee not interested. But once again, Belarus win it back. 2 passes later, they've given it away. Cazorla. Well, again, David Silva just trying something a little bit different. Looks frustrated, the captain, Remko, who plays for Krylia Sovetov in Belarus. Remember how many more times he'll be retrieving the ball from his net this evening. Martinovic, Shitov. Xabi Alonso put a very swift halt to that. He's filled in defence a couple of times when someone's gone forward. A lot of talk in Spain about the absence of key central defenders, but without being flippant, it really has not been an issue so far. Volodka. Well, this time Busquets, who is the player filling in, has given away the free kick. It's the first foul that Spain have given away in the game. Shitov. Nicely worked by Belarus. And Shitov has got it through to Rodionov. That's their first shot. Comfortable save for Casillas. It may not actually have been going in. Shitov with the ball. Gets it back from Hleb. Finds Vitaly Rodionov, who didn't really get hold of the strike at all. Cazorla. Good foot in from Tigarev. Forward by Plasconi. Oh, a little bit rushed. Xabi. Alonso. Little pullback on Fabregas. Alonso, Ramos, Xabi, Cazorla, Alba, Pedro. A delight to watch. Alonso, Silva. Wasn't really the room to poke that through to Fabregas. Layoff by Rodionov, given away to Xabi. That could be very dangerous. Silva into Fabregas, who's crossed it himself, because had he slipped that past the defender, he was in. Again, Plasconi with the interception, but again, Spain win it back so swiftly. Pressure from Pedro, he's won it back. Look at the quick feet. Oh, fabulous. David Silva. Pedro. Xabi. Cazorla. Albert. Rolled inside by Fabregas. Here's Cazorla. Fabregas just camped on the edge of the penalty area. Alba, Silva offside. They're just hanging on in there, Belarus. And there's no criticism of them. They're just up against a vastly superior side, not to anything they've ever faced before. Half an hour gone in Minsk. Pedro. ball by Cazorla. David Silva is offside again. And having kicked the ball away, the referee has booked it. A very cheap booking for the man who missed an open goal in the first few minutes of the game. Silva claiming he didn't hear the referee's whistle. Cut no ice with our Belgian official. Belarus are at home to Georgia here in Minsk on Tuesday. Poor decision, you have to say. I think David Silva's well onside there. Belarus unbeaten at home in their last 4 games. But that run unlikely to continue here. Foul on Fabregas by Vitaly Rodionov. But they haven't had a bad 2012, you know. Belarus played 5, won 2, drawn 1, lost 2. Sadly, the 2 that they've lost were both the World Cup qualifiers against Georgia and France. Had good wins earlier on in the year. One of them away to Armenia. Alonso. Oh, how did he squeeze that through? David Silva is the runner. Oh, he's offside again. That's 3 in a row. Well, the last one clearly wasn't offside. What about this one, I wonder? Oh, very close. Probably about right, but only just. It's that high line again. Volodka. Rodionov. Kleb. Oh, it's a sloppy pass straight to Xabi. His former Barcelona teammate. Alba. Headed back by Bordachev and just kept in by Varenka. Sergio Ramos. Silva, who hasn't had a great 5 minutes, 3 offsides and a booking. And we add that to the chance he missed early on. Then again, he did produce a wonderful pass for one of the goals, so... Oh, sloppy. Very nearly seized upon by Rodionov. But as quickly as the chance came, it was snuffed out. Should be a fairly quiet night, you'd have thought, for Iker Casillas. In fairness, it usually is these days. Rodionov. And again, Kleb. Caught in 2 lines, I think, between shooting and finding Rodionov. Cazorla. Well, Spain won't mind Belarus coming at them because they create space at the other end, which Cazorla here is trying to exploit. Xavi. Silva have made the run. Xavi opted to keep the ball. Alonso. Pedro. Silva just trying to backheel it to Fabregas. Alonso. Pinched by Claire. Well played, Alba. Fabregas. No foul. Kleb brings it clear. Bordachev. Dragoon. It's Bordachev again, just not enough to look for though. Volodko, Kleb. One or two whistles as the men in white go back. Tigorev. Back again by Blazgoni. All the way back to Varenka. So far, so good for Del Bosque. The side heading level on points with France. Another couple of goals and they'll go top. Rodionov, Kleb, Shitov. Well, not a bad ball. Flipped out wide by Volodko. Bordachev. Well, only he will know if that was a cross or a shot, but it didn't trouble Casillas either way. Nudged out wide by Volodko. Bordachev opts to go on the outside here. Well, it's a nothing ball, really. Dragoon. He feels that he was the man wronged, but he's actually been booked. Both yellow cards have been a touch harsh in this first half. He's gone up there with Busquets and the referee feels he's gone up with a raised arm, but not a lot in that, really. Ramos. Spain would love a third goal before half-time. It'll surely kill the game if it's not already dead. David Silva. Pavel Plasconi goes with it. Oh, through the legs. Impudence. Lovely ball in as well. David Silva there, absolutely magnificent. And Fabregas inches away. Inches away from 3-0. Pavel Plasconi here thinks, yep, got this under control, no problem. Suddenly he's been nutmegged. The ball in for Fabregas, so close. Again given away by Belarus. They just have hardly had a breather in this first half. Alba. Ramos. Busquets. Below on the far side. Essentially taken out of the game. No caution this time. That looks far worse to me. Well, I'm sure Kondratyev didn't expect too much from this one, but he looks anguished from what he's seen in this first half. Volodka. Shitov. That's aimless. It's exactly what Belarus cannot afford to do. Fabregas looking for Silva. Oh, Martinovic just got there. Spain throw. Goalkeeper and captain Varenko. There's the man down here. This is why I think he felt he had it covered, but Alexander Martinovic was taking no chances, and I think essentially kicked his captain in the groin. Watch and wince. That's a sore one. Well, they've worked tirelessly in the first half, Belarus, but Spain have run rings around them. Two minutes left, plus stoppage time. And what has been an embarrassingly one-sided first half. Alonso. A rare touch for Casillas. Alonso asked a lot of Ramos there. Picked up by Shitov. That's a lovely run by the right back into Rodionov. They had a man over on the far side. Rodionov didn't see him. And down goes Shitov, but that would be very soft. Spain ball. They didn't make the most of that. Belarus. Alonso. David Silva caught from behind, rather cynically. And the Manchester City man felt the full force of the challenge. Well, I think some of the Spain players are saying, where's the caution? Because if there was an element of, if you can't beat them, kick them, about that one. 1 minute of added on time, which is slightly surprising because this is not the first time we've had the trainer on the field. Filipenko, the guilty party, saw one that for David Silva. No card for Yegor Filipenko. A few Manchester City fans will be breathing a sigh of relief as David Silva gets back to his feet with a nod of the head. A little bit of extra added on time after that stoppage. Alonso, Alba, Cazorla, Arbeloa. Well, this has been typical of the way the half has gone. Alba, Silva back to Santi Cazorla. And Alba goes down under the challenge of Igor Shitov. A little theatrical, the fall. This will surely be the last opportunity of the first half. Xabi takes charge. Well, it's been a typically devastating first 45 from the world's best side. The only disappointment for Spain is that they're only 2-0 up. Jordi Alba scoring in the 12th minute. Pedro making it 2-0 on the 20-minute mark. It could have been much more. Plenty of chances missed. It's been one-way traffic. Half-time, Belarus 0, Spain 2.